Hey, something important that I think needs to be brought up as a tip in your under contract is your final walkthrough. When you're a buyer, you have the opportunity to walk through the property before closing. I always suggest that this is done immediately before closing, on your way to the title company. Why? Because we want to make sure the property is exactly as we want it to be, as we've negotiated for it to be, as we've agreed upon in our contract, before we go put ink on the dotted line and take possession and take ownership. It's super important. I've run into many situations where we walked through final walkthrough and there is a leak coming from the upstairs all the way down into the basement. We did not close until it was fixed. And these are things. I've run into another situation where we showed up for final walkthrough and the seller still has all of his things in the property. In that instance, we negotiated that $5,000 would be withheld from the closing proceeds before he moved out. And we did that because in our contract to buy and sell, it does state that if the seller does not turn over possession to the buyer on the agreed upon date, we being the buyer, can charge the seller $350 a day. However, to collect on that can be difficult. You do have to go to mediation or court to get that money. So it is in your best interest, if you think the seller is not going to turn over possession, that you ask closing proceeds to be held in escrow until the property is turned over as it should be. Keep up with me with tips and tricks, and I'm happy to help if you have any questions.